Why? Why is it doing this now? Mercury retrograde, hello. Fire horse energy, hello. Connections crap, hello. It's all just wrong. So I did the Vedic astrology reading. I can't remember. Was it Monday? I forget. It was Monday or Tuesday. I posted it up on YouTube, so everything's all up there. Just wait for a few more people to get into the room, so I don't have to keep repeating myself. It's gonna wait. My connection was really bad. Look at that. Mercury retrograde. Yeah. 5 planets in Aquarius. Yeah. Vedic astrology. Fire horse energy. It's all a bit much, isn't it? So this is where the energy is so topsy-turvy. We're all gonna feel like, you know, we're just, it's like people are gonna come into our matrix and it's gonna test our patience. You know what I mean? People are gonna try and wind us up. People are going to be triggering us because everything that we've suppressed in the past needs to come out. We basically need to puke everything up. It's like everything that we didn't want to deal with because it was just like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to deal with it. Everything that we've ever suppressed in our lives is going to be coming up during this time frame. I did a Vedic astrology reading on, I need to burn some, I need to burn some, what do you call it? Sage. Everything that we've suppressed in our lives is going to come back up. So we can't suppress anymore. It's like everything that you didn't want to face, everything that you didn't want to look at, everything that was hidden is going to be revealed. Everything. So I need everyone to be prepared for it because everything that is hidden will be revealed. Okay, so if you got a dirty little secret, you little buggers, it's coming out. It's going to come out. So we are in this really intense energy. So it's just really intense. Okay, it's just no hidden secrets. Have I got anything hidden that needs to come out? Probably some deep dark secrets are going to be exposed. It is who I am. What can I say? Nothing I can do about it. I've made mistakes. Anyway, so with all of these astrological placements that so fluctuate, it's so up and down energy at the minute, that people are going to feel unwell, or people are going to not be able to sleep, or people are having nightmares, or people who didn't see like strange things all of a sudden is like they're seeing it. So people think they're going crazy, even if you're not. It just means that during this time frame, everybody is connecting to the spiritual part of themselves. And it also represents that if you're not on the timeline that you're supposed to be on, the universe is going to make sure that you're on your timeline. So for example, if you're currently in a relationship that you know sucks ass, you're going to have to reevaluate that relationship and walk away. Or for example, if you're staying in a job that you just can't fucking stand anymore, then my question would be, what the hell are you still doing there? You need to reevaluate whatever this job is, and you need to start, pressing on forward and start fulfilling your mission here in the physical world, because we all have a mission here. So, that's what we're going to be feeling in the next couple of days. I mean, we're feeling it now, and it ain't going to get lighter. I'm sorry to say that, guys. It's not, the energy is not going to lighten up. It's going to still be quite, it's still going to be quite, you want to wring people's necks. So I highly recommend that during this time frame, you go into meditation. You take walks in the park, you have a physical outlet like going to the gym. Any people who are energy vampires and soul-sucking cretters, we love and light their asses and send them on their merry way. These are the things that we need to do during this time frame, because I guarantee you that by the end of March, April, none of us is going to have any eyebrows left or any eyelashes left, because we're going to be so irritated. It's going to be pulling and plucking it out because everyone's going to be winding us up. And I don't care if it's your children. I don't care if it's your husband or your wife. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your aunties, your uncles. I don't really give a shit who it is. I don't care if it's your colleagues and your co-workers and whoever. Hell, you might even be winding yourself up because you can't stop thinking about negative things. So this is the time where you should probably stay away from everybody because everyone's going to wind you up. Focus on something that you love to do and go do that, because I highly recommend that you do. Yeah, because it will just help you stay sane during this time frame. And please, oh please, for the love of God, cut out people that are assholes. So just letting you know that that's the kind of energy we're in at the minute. I am still trying to post up the 2nd of February live. TikTok's Mercury retrograde, and aside from all of that other shit that's going on. So it's going to take really long. Usually it takes about 2 weeks to post up my lives because they're like 3 to 4 hours to 5 hours long, depending on how many people wants a reading. I do free readings as well for everybody who's new in here. So this is how I do it, okay? Listen up, people. I'm going to be saying these words throughout my live just for the new people who come in to my live. You do not need to be a follower to get a reading. That's how lovely I am. Okay, you don't need to be a follower. You don't need to like. You don't need to share. You don't need to subscribe. You really don't need to tap the screen because that's really annoying. Like sitting there tapping the screen. Love and appreciate you guys that you do. All of you lot are doing it. But you really don't have to. But I love and appreciate you for doing it. So you do not have to tap the screen. You do not have to like, share or subscribe. You don't have to gift me. You don't have to be a follower to get a reading. The only thing that you need to do is if you're curious and you're like, right, this woman seems like, let me see. Copy and paste your question. Spam the living daylights out of me. My daughter is in here and she knows that you guys can spam and spam away. Because if you don't spam, I can't see your questions. And for me, the comments are going up really, really fast. So at the moment, there's like 86 people in here and there's one of me. And I'm going to try my best to get to as many people as possible. The other thing that I do is if you are a member or a super fan subscriber, I make sure that I will always cater to you guys from the beginning to the end of my live. But I have many subscribers, many members, and I want to make sure that I get to as many people as possible. If you are a subscriber, the great thing about being a subscriber is I go live every Sunday. I go live every Sunday for my subscribers and only my subscribers, and I lock everybody else out. And I read for every single person on my live. If there was 100 people on my subscription on Sunday, I ain't leaving until I've read for everybody at least once. If you're a subscriber, I always give you a guided message with every question that you ask me. But the difference between everybody in the room and my subscribers and my members is that my members and my subscribers can ask me as many questions as they like. And obviously, my subscribers will get a guided message. So I'm not trying to ignore anybody. So please don't say, why are you ignoring me? Because when there's like 1,000 comments going up really, really quickly, and there's already, I've been here, for 5 minutes, and there's already 5.9k likes, and there's like 84 people in here. I am not ignoring anybody. God knows I'm trying to get to as many people as possible. The first 15 minutes is always going to go to my members and my subscribers. The middle portion, obviously, will go to members and subscribers. But in the middle portion, I always include people who do not follow me. So once the 15 minutes is up for my members and subscribers, I will then cater to my gifters. And in between each gifter, I read 2 people from the comments. And it will always be somebody that's following me and somebody that isn't. That way, everybody gets an opportunity to get a reading. So again, you do not need to follow me to get a reading. I will read for you anyway. You do not need to tap the screen, like, share or subscribe. Listen up to my members and my subscribers. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscription, you can piss off. No, I'm joking. I'll still read for you anyway. I'm going to still read for you anyway. You don't have to be a member. Again, you don't have to be a subscriber. I will still read for you. Love and appreciate you guys so much. My lives do take about 3 to 4 to 5 hours long. So if you're looking for an in-depth reading and you would like to get a 17 card reading, it will be 13 tarot cards and 4 oracle cards. And I do highly recommend that you record, screen record, voice record me, so you can go back to it later on and be like, how did that crazy cow know that was going to happen? And I'll be like, I don't know, you know. So for those of you who don't know me, as you can see, there's a massive scar in my chest. Can you see that? So that's called an open heart surgery. So I've had it 4 times, okay? 4 times. They were all 9 hours long, for those of you who don't know me. I was 3 weeks old for my first one, 3 months old, 8 years old, and 31 years old. And I was not supposed to live past 10, but I passed everything that the doctors told my parents I was not going to survive. And I survived all of those things. Everything that the doctor told me I shouldn't do, I did everything. Okay? Mind over matter. I had a near-death experience when I was 31 years old, when they cut me open. When they cut me open from there to there and put all these tubes in my stomach, like they've always done all my life. And when I left my physical body, I realized there is such thing as heaven and there is no such thing as death. Just wanted to let everybody know that. So in case you were wondering what the hell is that scar, now you know. And I had to come back and do this. And I will say this as well, guys. I really did not want to come back into this physical body. I was happy being over there. But, you know, it just wasn't my time. 4 times I tried to leave. Open heart surgery 4 times. But you know what? Wasn't happening. I got shit to do here in the physical world. So I'm here doing tarot and letting everybody know that you don't have to believe in God. God believes in you. That there's such things as angels and guides and loved ones. It doesn't matter what religious denomination you follow. God loves you anyway. I think all we have to do in life is just be good and be kind and be true and just, and don't go out of your way to be an asshole and to try and hurt people, because it's really not nice, because karma is wonderful. Okay, they say karma is a bitch, but I think karma is beautiful, because when you do something wrong to somebody, karma is not going to pass you by and go, oh look, there's that wanker that did something to that person, I'm going to just pass you and forget you. Oh no, you're either going to get what you deserve in this lifetime or in the next one. So for me, I'm balancing out all my shit now, so I don't have to come back here in the physical world, because I don't want to come back here anymore. I'm good over there. We all have angels and guides and loved ones. Don't care what religion you are. That's what I saw when I crossed over. Just letting everybody know. And you have to have a dialogue with your insides, your soul. So connect to your higher part of yourself, and then you connect to that source of love. I don't care if you call it God. I don't care if you call it Allah. I don't care if you call it Buddha or Krishna or Shiva, because I love all of those energies over there. So just letting you know. Okay, so that's why I do what I do. I've got scars all over my body, but I'm just going to show you that one. There's a couple of lives that I've done where I showed you all of my scars. Sorry, guys. Showed you all of my scars and all of my fat. But, you know, it is what it is. All right. If you want to get on my list, I'm going to pin it on the bottom of the screen right now. If you would like to get seen out of the 91 people in here, I pinned it on the bottom of the screen. That will get you on my list. That will get you 17 cards. And I will always post up my live on my YouTube channel if there is no technical difficulties. I highly recommend that everybody records their reading if you get an in-depth one. Marsha, love you. She's always recording the small readings that I give her and the big ones. And she's like, damn, Anna, when you said that thing, how the hell did you know, girl? And I'm like, I don't know, I just knew, just felt it in it, just connected to the other side. You know, when you nearly die, you just have that connection to the other side. Anyway, I'm going to set the alarm now. 15 minutes is going to be for members and subscribers, and then I'm going to do another 15 minutes near the end of my live for my subscribers and members, and then another 15 minutes at the end of my live for people who are not following me. That way I get everybody to get a reading. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, you do. Okay, let's cleanse our asses, and then I'll get started. 105 people in here. I'm not trying to ignore anyone, guys. You do not need to follow me. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to gift me. You do not need to do anything to get a reading. If you are curious, copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, my guides will highlight your name. But again, you don't need to be a follower to get a reading. Just copy and paste your question. Angels, guides, loved ones, you're close to me and my family here on TikTok. And use me as a vessel to give clear, concise, love and light messages, please and thank you, in love and light, in absolute love and absolute light. Right. Are you ready? Members, subscribers, here we go. Okay, no, wait. Sorry. I've got to set my alarm clock. Oh my God, my armpits are sweating. Stop it, you lot. You're making me hot. That's what happens to me when I know everybody's like, pick me, pick me. All right, I'm scrolling up. Here we go. I'm going to try and pin you up, so please listen up for your name, for the love of God. Listen for your name, people. Listen for your name. Katrina. Any messages for my dad, please? I'm feeling, whatever anybody's feeling, by the way, if anybody's feeling a certain type of way, it's because of the astrological placements, okay? Everybody's going to feel like they want to just jump off a cliff, and I get it. Everyone's feeling pains in their physical body. I get it. I just feel like when I connect to your father, I just feel like I feel happy. I feel healthy. That's the energy. Arms are out, looking at the sky, clear blue sky, happy and healthy. And that's the way your father would like you to visualize him, Katrina, happy and healthy. So your message is, all right, what do you need to know? What do you need to know? I feel like as I'm connecting to you, I feel like I'm in a tug of war energy. So you're saying you feel a bit lost. I see it. Because the 5 of Wands always represents tug of war, going back and forth, conflict, challenges, obstacles, rivalry. Feel like every corner you're being tested. Congratulations, honey. This is what we're all going through. We're going crazy. And we're also feeling physical pains in our body. I also feel like as I'm connecting to you, you need to tap into the spiritual part of yourself, because the Hierophant does represent a spiritual connection, marriage, traditions. It also represents that you got to go inwards. So, you know, you got to stay away from people that are energy vampires and soul-sucking critters. I'm also seeing studying, children, education around you, good news, a message or an offer. I've got money, pay rise and a promotion in your energy. And sweetheart, you need to have healthy boundaries. So protect yourself from, again, people who are energy vampires. You know those people that come into your matrix and they're like not really good for you, and they just like criticize you. It could be colleagues. Hell, it could even be your own kids. Like, tell them to piss right off, yeah? It's like sometimes you just got to take some time and spend some time on your own and just tell everyone else to piss off. And that's all right. It's okay. Because you have to come first and then everybody else has to come second. Oh, for sake. I'm trying to pin everybody up and TikTok's being an asshole. Okay. Sky 05. I want to try and pin you up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to because TikTok's not allowing me to. What can I expect in March? Angels and guides and loved ones. And when I talk my loved ones, my mum and my dad died last year. My mum died 3 months ago. So, you know, she's one of my guides on the other side. So she helps me out. Sky 05. You need to do some soul searching, honey. You need to go. Thanks, baby girl. You need to do some soul searching. That's my kid right there. So anyone who's being mean or horrible, you're going to get blocked. Love and light to you. So Sky 05. The Hermit card talks about you spending some time on your own, doing some soul searching, like introspection, spiritual illumination. It's like everything that you're doing and everything you're doing is right and you're on the right road. But I just feel like you need to let go of any heavy burdens that you're holding on to, because you might be holding on to other people's heavy burdens as well as your own. And then you feel exhausted, drained and tired. I feel like there's something around love around you. So let's just say, for example, you're in a relationship. There could be lack of something and there needs to be more intimacy. If you're currently not in a relationship, Sky 05, I feel like there is going to be an opportunity for love later on. I also feel like there's going to be opportunities around finances and money later on. But why is the Ace of Coins upside down? So the Ace of Coins is still in your energy, which means there's going to be an opportunity, but for some reason it's always going to be later on. And it's because you got to kind of like pick your energy up. Okay, sweetheart, pick your energy up, pick it up. Right. Miss Flutter is Gilbert returning for a real relationship? Is Gilbert returning for a real relationship? These guys, loved ones, is Gilbert, I can't use these cards, sorry, give me 1 second. Is Gilbert returning for a real relationship? Let's have a look and see, shall we? I pinned you on the screen, guys. Please listen out for your name, because sometimes I can't pin up and it's just really annoying. Here we go. Is Gilbert returning for a real relationship? I don't think so, sweetie. You got another soulmate coming in. Gilbert is... The energy around Gilbert, very immature, very cutthroat, brutally honest, can cut you out easily, has some sort of arrogance about him, narcissistic tendencies to some degree. I don't really like the energy around the Knight of Swords upside down, because usually the Knight of Swords upside down is a bit of an asshole. I also feel like you want to press on and move on forward, but I don't think this is the case. I also feel like I've got the Two of Wands. It's like you already know on some level that this person isn't going to meet you where you want to meet, like in the middle in terms of relationship. However, you do have another soulmate coming in, because the Two of Cups is about love, intimacy, soulmate, a connection, a relationship. I don't think that this person is your person. Sorry, I got a no with that. Helen, you're a subscriber. Helen. What do I need to know for the month of March? Helen, angels, guides, loved ones. What does Helen need to know for the month of March, please? For the month of March. Helen, what does Helen need to know for the month of March? Helen, I feel like you need to be... I feel like when I'm connecting into your energy, you need to be more positive in the way that you're thinking, feeling and talking, because we are all alchemists in our lives. We're the one who can think it, feel it, say it, and then go, oh my God, I knew that was going to happen. Has it ever occurred to you that you might have co-created what you've just thought, what you felt and what you said? So watch what you say. I also feel like as I'm connecting to you, you're coming out as the Magi. So you're the magician, but why are you upside down? So you think it, feel it, say it. You focus on the good and the bad stuff, and then all of a sudden you wonder why it's come to pass. I've got a younger masculine around you. If he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. Could be a lover or a friend. He could be younger than you or embody the energy of a young soul, but I don't think he's here yet. You could meet him around work or around study. And I also feel as I'm connecting to you, Helen, who is a subscriber, so you get a guided message. I also feel like everything you put out is going to come your way. You see that? Six of Coins represents the equal balance of give and take. What you put out, money, time, love, and energy is coming your way because you've done something true and just, and now the universe is going to pay you back in the form of possible cash. I also feel like as I'm connecting to you, I've got victory, success, and recognition in your energy. But for some reason, I feel like whatever it is that you're asking for is going to come in later on. And the reason for this is because I just feel, and I feel like it's actually going to come in around the 6. So 6 could be 6 days, weeks, months, or the 6th of a month where things will start to shift and change in your favor, Helen. So you're going to see that number everywhere you go, and it could also represent a time frame. If you haven't seen that number yet, you're going to start to see it everywhere you go. Your guided message is expression. So you've got to say what you need to say, mean what you say, express yourself, and try not to hold anything back, because sometimes we always suppress the energy that we're thinking, feeling, and what we want to say, and it kind of causes us, it's like a disservice to our soul. Maria, I'm trying to pin you up. Maria, is my friend Chris developing feelings for you? Maria, you're a subscriber. Let me see if I can pin you up. Maria, is your friend Chris developing feelings for you? Maria, angels, guides, loved one. Let's have a look. You do not need to tap the screen, like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to gift me to get a reading. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. You do not need to tap the screen to get a reading. Just copy and paste your question. If my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. Yes, I do feel like this person is developing some sort of feelings for you. Yes, and I say that because look at the Lovers card. The Lovers card is an opportunity and a choice. I do feel like there is something about you which they see as very nurturing, loving, mothering, kind. And I do feel like there is you're going to get some mental clarity around Chris. I do feel like as I'm connecting to you, you've got a lot of new opportunities aside from Chris. I've got, look at that, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords means mental clarity, new challenges, new opportunities, possibly a new job. And then I've got the Ace of Wands anchoring your reading, passion, creative projects, new opportunities, love energy. But I am seeing that this person is developing, Maria, some sort of emotions, feelings for you. And then your guided message is ask for guidance. Talk to your angels, talk to your guides, talk to your loved ones. They're always there, and they always want to try to help you, connect to you. And if you don't ask, then you don't get. Okay. Let's see if I can pin someone up here. What's going on? Gabriella. Any messages for Gabriella? You remember, angels, guides, loved ones, what does Gabriella need to know, please, in love and light? If you are a member or a subscriber, you can ask me as many questions as you like on my lives and during my lives only. The reason why I say to you, don't need to tap the screen, like, share, subscribe, or you don't need to follow me or gift me, is because I don't want to get abuse after my live. That's why I said don't do any of those things. But you can copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, then I will read for you. Gabriella, I feel like You need to stop taking life so seriously. Stop living in the past. Stop focusing on what happened in the past. Unrealistic expectations. I feel like you need to be childlike, have some fun, let your hair down. I feel like there's money, security, stability, financial gain and prosperity coming in at some point. I also feel like you're going to have an opportunity of two things. So you might be juggling two jobs. Or a job and education, but there's a need for you to find balance, harmony and equilibrium. Anchoring your reading, I got the King. Who is it? King of Cups. He's coming in at some point. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. Could be a lover or a friend. You could meet him around study, work, around school. But I am seeing that as I'm connecting to you. I also feel like, you know, balance, equilibrium, Gabriella. Balance and equilibrium is really important in life, because if you do more work than play, then you kind of, you know, you're not going to be happy, are you? Ava. And you are a subscriber, honey. Ava. Angels, guides, loved ones. What does Ava need to know, please, in love and light? What does Ava need to know, please, in love and light? What does Ava need to know, please, in love and light for Ava? Ava, I need you to get out of your own way, sweetie. I need you to stop self-sacrificing your happiness to please somebody else. And I need you to start looking at your situation from another perspective and another point of view. I also feel like I've got intimacy, love, creative projects, the birthing of a child. If not with you, it's in the family. New beginnings coming your way, emotional fulfillment, contentment. The love and support that you felt that you didn't have is going to come your way. I also feel like at some point you're going to be signing a contract. Now, the Justice card for me is always a contract. If it ain't a divorce, it's a marriage, a new house, a new car, a new job, something, all of the above. But when the Justice card is upside down, it's like, as I'm connecting into your energy with the Justice card, it's like, you have to find balance in the energy. You have to do things true and just. I feel like you're in your karmic energy, yeah? So do and think and say things, the right things. And then I feel like watch what you say, because words become things. Stay away from chit-chat, gossip. And I feel like there's going to be clarity and truth and enlightenment coming into your energy, coming your way. Your guided message, Ava, is acceptance. It is what it is, no more, no less. Once you've accepted and surrendered, it is what it is. There's nothing else. We're good to go. Move on forward. Peace. What do you need to know? Peace. 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 Any messages in love? General. Angels, guides, loved ones. What does peace need to know? Love, general. All right. Any messages for peace? Alashi Rose. That's your handle. Alashi Rose. Okay, love. You need to be patient. You could meet somebody around work or around study, education, depending on what it is that you're doing. I am seeing that you feel kind of sad. You got some sort of insecurity. You're focusing on all the shit that happened yesterday or in the past. And you need to let go of these... you need to let go of these insecurities, because insecurities will hold you back. And then you could get into a new relationship. Then all of a sudden, you're going to create problems for yourself. So if you're looking to get into a relationship, you can't bring old insecurities into the new connection, okay? You've got to get rid of the sadness, feeling that this feeling of loss and sadness and abandon and love and feeling like you're in the lack mindset. Everything that you planted and everything that you're praying and wishing for, as I'm connecting into your energy, is going to come to fruition. But I just feel like as I'm connecting to you, peace, you kind of just need to wait, because all good things come to those who wait. Now, on another subject, girl, I got the 10 of coins. The 10 of coins is... lots and lots of cash, lots and lots of money, leaving a legacy, inheritance for your children, your grandchildren, retirement. And it also represents that maybe you need to get a scratch card lottery ticket, because you never know, you could like win millions. Just letting you know now. Peace. Anchoring your reading on the 4 of Wands. This is a soulmate, a divine counterpart, celebration, homecoming, family, reunion and friends. You're also going to see 444 everywhere you go. If you haven't started to see that number, like me, I'm seeing it everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Fab. After replacing the air sensor, dude, keep the question simple. Will my engine light turn off? Fab. And guys, loved ones, will the engine light turn off? Will the engine light turn off? Will the engine light turn off? I gotta know. That might not actually be a problem. It could just be a fault somewhere going on there. I got to know, though, with this. And I've still got, like, more issues going on here. There's, like, maybe another underlying issue or just loose wiring. But I've got to know with this question, sweetie. I don't think so. Why? Did you change it and it's still going on? It's still on? It just feels like I got to know. I feel like just be patient. I've got the Temperance anchoring this question about your car. Be patient. This is patience. Everything is going to fall into place. Look through the situation. Look through the situation. Fab. I don't think it's going to turn off. No, sorry, honey. That's really fucking annoying. Miller. Will me and Vince... Will me and Vince reconcile and get back together? Miller. Angels and guides and loved ones, will you get back together? Will you and Vince get back together? Will you and Vince get back together? No, stay away from him, okay? Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Look at this. I got the devil card. The devil card is there's something toxic in his energy, or it could be that he has an addiction. It could be about sexual lust, the you and him getting together. It's like a very sexually bound sexual energy. And that's it. It's like nothing more than that. And it could also represent addiction, obsession, greed, compulsion, manipulative energy, codependent on you, him codependent on you, codependent on him. You need to let this go. I've got the death card. It's upside down. So you're holding on to something that you kind of know intuitively that you need to let go of. Your intuition is trying to say to you, you need to let this person go. You ain't listening to your intuition. What you're doing is you're probably listening to your vagina. But I'm saying to you, you need to let go of the situation, honey, because the death card is upside down and it needs to be this. We need to let the situation go because there's something toxic about this person that you may or may not know about. And look, he's coming out as the Knight of Coins and upside down. Slow to movement. Take his sweet time. It's not going to be on your terms. It's going to be on his terms. Love and light is us and sending on his merry way. No. Okay, I'm about to do an in-depth 17 card reading right this minute for Nikki Lewis. Nikki, hi honey, what's up? If you would like to get an in-depth reading like I'm about to give Nikki, but you're like, what does a 17 card reading look like and what do I have to do? I'm going to pin it on the bottom of the screen. The gaming keyboard right there on your screen. Once you click on that and I see the gaming keyboard come up and I see your name come up, I am going to read for you. Now, the 17 card reading consists of 4 oracle cards, which we're going to look at later on, because I like to always do the tarot cards first to see if it aligns with the, you know, the oracle cards. And it is a very serious reading, so I highly recommend that you record it. Or you can watch it on my YouTube channel, but you're going to have to kind of wait for about 2 weeks for it to download because, you know, TikTok technical difficulties. Alrighty, let's do this. What do you need to know for your greatest and highest good? Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Nikki. What does Nikki need to know, please? In love and light for Nikki. Whoa. Oh, Holy Mary. All right, here we go. Let's do this. All right, so I've got your 4 oracle cards. Here we go. You see them? Oh, God. Oh, I need to lose weight. Oh, my stomach gets in the way every time I bend over. Ooh, okay, here we go. As I'm connecting into your energy, sweetie. Oh, my God, I'm really hot. R Solo, you're on my list. R Solo. As I'm connecting into your energy, the first thing that I'm seeing is I feel like I'm seeing one of your spirit animals, and I keep feeling like I'm seeing 1111, and 1111 is actually a master number, which means that you have come here in the physical world to do more than what you're doing. You're supposed to go through all this bullshit in life and basically master all the shit that you've gone through, and then you're here to advise and let people know that, honey, I went through that. If I can survive it, you're going to survive it. It's that sort of energy. So I feel like as I'm connecting to you, I feel like, I don't know whether you have children or want children, but I'm seeing children in your energy. I feel like I'm seeing you taking classes, going back to school, learning or educating yourself. I feel like you're in your manifestation energy as I'm connecting to you, Nikki. You're in your manifestation energy, and one of your spirit animals is an owl. I keep hearing wisdom, knowledge, perception. And then I've got Mary Magdalene with you. Don't know what religion you have, but I just saw Mary Magdalene pop into my mind's eye. I also feel like as I'm connecting to you, you need to cut ties with certain people. I don't care if it's family, colleagues, co-workers or friends. Cut cutting ties, freeing yourself, standing up for yourself, like an awakening. You're in your manifestation energy. So I feel like there's going to be a really bountiful time that's going to await you. And it's like whatever wishes or whatever you've been thinking, focusing, or whatever you've been praying on is about to come to fruition. I also feel, as I'm connecting into your energy, whatever is broken, like the broken heart energy, I need you to accept, surrender, let go. It is what it is. We can't do anything about it. I need you to stop looking back in the past, because people who look back at what happened yesterday or in the past is not actually looking forward. So instead of looking back, okay, look forward, be in the present moment. I don't even worry about the future, because I might not wake up tomorrow. So what the hell am I worrying about? But I do feel like it's like pave over the cracks of the broken heart. Anything that you deem as destroyed, it's like heal during this time frame, because I keep seeing 1111, a spiritual awakening. You're on the right path. As I'm connecting to you is what I feel, what I'm sensing, and what I'm hearing. Nikki Lewis. But again, there is something about education, and there's something about like you are being watched over by the angels, Archangel Michael. It's that sort of energy, and you've got an owl as one of your spirit animals, and I only tell you what I see through my mind's eye. Okay, sweetie, that's how I connect to my guides on the other side. All right, here we go. Nikki Lewis. What does Nikki Lewis need to know, please? What does Nikki Lewis need to know? What does Nikki Lewis need to know, please? What does Nikki need to know? What does Nikki need to know? What does Nikki need to know, please? What does Nikki need to know? All right, so I hope you picked up everything that I told you before the cards have come out. Those are the things that I'm, the energy that I'm in as I'm connecting with you. You're in your manifestation mode. So watch what you think, watch what you feel, watch what you say, because you're going to end up creating it. Self-fulfilling prophecies, co-creating the things that you want and that you don't want all at the same time. Pay attention to that number 1111. If you see an owl, in real life, you see an owl on your phone, you see an owl on the TV, you hear people talking about an owl, or you decide to go to a farm and then you see an owl. These are all messages for you from your loved ones, your angels, and your guides. You need to heal what has been broken, move forward, move on. So you remember when I said to you in the beginning of your reading, if you've gone through a lot of things in your life, it's because you are supposed to be a master healer. 1111 is the master. So it's like everything in life, and my birthday is an 1111, so it's like 11 plus 2, 1 is 2. So when you are an 11 energy, it means the universe is trying to wake you up, and you're supposed to be doing something that is supposed to fulfill your life's purpose. So the Three of Swords is like you got to heal the past, let go of what has been broken, pave over the cracks of the broken heart. You got to let go of any heavy burdens that you're holding on to, because the Ten of Wands is feeling stressed, exhausted, too many burdens. I carry the burdens of you and you and you, and I carry my own burden. I'm just so heavy energy, and the universe, divine, loved ones, God, whatever you want to say, wants you to release it to that energy. So anytime there's something in my life that I have no power, no control over, or I feel like I'm stressed, what I've learned is to surrender it to the highest power and say, can you transmute this crappy energy into something more loving and more positive, into a neutral sort of energy, and give it a go. It actually works. The Two of Wands tells me that you've got an opportunity coming your way. You might be waiting for something, or you're at a crossroads. You might be saying to yourself, should I stay or should I go? Do I do or not to do? It's like crossroads energy. But at the same time, anytime I see the Two of Wands, I always see an opportunity for you to travel, relocate, or go on a holiday. So there is going to be that opportunity in your energy. The Hermit is telling me that you got to do some soul searching, go within for that personal quest for truth and clarity, spiritual illumination, spiritual insight, soul searching. So if you feel like the energy is a little bit off, which is going to be for everybody in the world because of what's going on astrologically, and eclipse and the fire horse, and then Mercury retrograde, and then everything else involved, 5 planets in Aquarius, energy is going to feel so tumultuous. So this is a good time for meditation, having a physical outlet, like going to the gym, working out, going for a swim, something to channel your body, sleep better. I also feel like, as I'm connecting to you, the Seven of Swords always talks about deceit, lies, and betrayal. So some shady assholes that we need to love and light and send them on their way. If this hasn't happened yet, you might receive some sort of information that will take you out of alignment. But for me, All information is good information. And the reason for this is because once you are fully informed by something, someone, or a situation, and even if you don't like it, it means now you can make an informed decision and you can press on forward. That's what that means to me. The Two of Coins always represents juggling, multitask, weighing up options, going back and forth again about something. So you're going to have an opportunity and a choice between two jobs. You might have an opportunity and a choice by juggling a job and going back to school and studying and educating yourself. But there is a need for you to, because you might be juggling a couple of things in the mind, in the physical world, but the universe is telling you to find balance and equilibrium. I also feel like as I'm connecting into your energy, things are going to shift and change for you in 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or the second of a month. You might also start seeing that number everywhere you go. Jess, you're on my list. Jess, you are on my list. I got you, honey. So I also feel like as I'm connecting into your energy, I've got the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups tells me, Nikki, that you kind of need to laugh so hard that you pee in your pants. That kind of thing. Childlike energy, nostalgia, innocence. I feel like there's a reunion in your energy. Somebody from a past or a past life coming back in. I also feel like as I'm connected to you, there's going to be an opportunity, like unexpected gifts and pleasantries coming your way. But sometimes there could be like you can't see the blessing because you're too busy in the misery. So I really highly recommend that you look past the situation and past your nose. I also got the Four of Swords. You need to rest, recover, recuperate. Have peace of mind, retreat from anything that doesn't serve you so you can have a rest. Because the Four of Swords does represent like peace of mind, recovering, stop over analyzing and overthinking things. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to serve you. It's not going to do anything for you. I've got a King in your energy. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in, an older masculine. Could be a lover, could be a friend. We'll know when this person gets you. You could meet him around work, study, or education. I also feel as I'm connecting you, I've got the Queen of Cups. I don't know whether you're in a relationship or not, but when you get the King and the Queen of Cups, those two are divine counterparts. They're soulmates and divine counterparts. So if you haven't met your match, it's because you need to cleanse and clear out all your bullshit so your energy is ready and clear for something brand new. So again, if you're currently in a relationship, it feels like you met somebody that you're supposed to learn important life lessons with. If you haven't met the person that you're with yet, that you're supposed to be with, he coming in at some point, honey. I've also got the Three of Cups. Be around people that love and support you. Oh, you're single. Ooh! I've also got the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups does represent friendship, a circle of friends that love and support you. There's something to celebrate. There's a social event, so get your dress and nice dress on, because I feel like there's something good to celebrate at some point in your energy. And I'm also seeing as I'm connecting to you, everything that you planted. Can you see? Everything that you planted, the Seven of Coins. Everything that you planted, prayed for, asked for, wished for is going to come to fruition, but you have to be patient because the Seven of Coins is working so hard, trying to set a foundation for your future, but it's like you just have to be patient because everything happens in divine timing. And then I've also got the Justice card. So the Justice card for me represents a contract, but it also represents good karma. So you've done something true, something good, and something just. And with the Justice card represents cause and effect, win-win situation, truths coming out, the balancing of the scales. If this is not a marriage, it's a new house, a new car, a new job, all of the above. Anchoring your reading, the Queen of Swords. You need to say what you need to say when you need to say it and cut out negative thoughts, words, situations, and people. Say what you mean, be strategic, and start taking action. Out of all the queens in the deck, this queen is a bad bitch. She doesn't hold anything in. She says what she means and means what she says. And she's like, look, no, not going to happen. So be clear to the universe and everyone around you what you want, what you don't want, and then move forward with it. Look at that. The energy is gaining momentum. Justice card represents a karma card. This is how good I am when I do readings. Hello? Cause and effect, destiny, karma. And then you remember when I was saying to you the Seven of Swords, deceit, lies, and betrayal? It can create hostility within somebody's energy. So you got to get rid of these feelings, these emotions, or any people that are like that. We need to be like, bye, love and light to you, boy, bye. And your other guided message is planning. It says, what is most important to you? What goals do you want to achieve? Maybe money, love, or work related. Set out clear intentions. Write down your goals as though you've already achieved them. That's how I do it. How does it feel? It's the feeling that activates the manifestation. I said you're in your manifestation energy, didn't I? bringing you into alignment with your goals, into reality. If you don't think it, feel it, and see it, people, like you already have it, it's always going to be a day away from you. So there you go. Making plans, honey. So I hope that helps you in some way. The star signs that I'm seeing around you, Nikki, I've got Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Virgo. In your reading. So I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you in some way. Send you love and light to you. All right. So, Jess, you're going to be next on my list. Jess, I'm just going to read 2 people before I get to you. This is now where I incorporate people who follow me and people who don't follow me. I'm going to call your name 3 times if I can't pin you up. So just please listen out for your name. Yolanda, Yolanda, Yolanda. Am I going to meet my future husband in the city I live in currently? And if so, what year? I can't tell you what year, sweetheart. I'm good, but I'm not that good. I can tell you a time frame. I can tell you the numbers if I see numbers, but that's it. I can't be like, oh, you're going to meet in 2026, 2027, and you're going to meet him on March the 15th, and you're going to be in this street, yeah? And he's going to be wearing brown trousers. I can't tell you that. Are you going to meet your future husband? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. 2 of Cups. Soulmate, love, marriage, high form of commitment, relationship, proposal, soulmate. I need you to watch your mouth though, Yolanda, because I feel like sometimes you might be in the energy of, I do want it. I want it so bad. And then you might also feel, I don't know if I want it. I do, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. And then you're like saying all these things and the universe are going, what the hell does she want? So be mindful not to talk about your business. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, there's going to be more options than one, but you do have a soulmate coming in. I said there's more options than one. Google the Lover's card, a choice. So you do have a divine counterpart and a soulmate. Can't tell you when, and I ain't seen repeated numbers on the cards at the minute, so I can't give you the answer to that. But yes, there is a possibility of meeting your soulmate this year. Abby, any messages for you, please? Angels, guides, loved ones. What does Abby need to know, please, in love and light? And Abby, you're a subscriber, so you get a guided message. Give me 1 second, honey. Abby. What does Abby need to know? Abby, what does Abby need to know? Abby. Abby, I need you to make sure you're listening to your intuition, because when you don't listen to your intuition, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you're too busy listening to your ego, the ego is going to plant seeds of doubt, worry, and fear, and then you're going to block everything that you've been praying, wishing, and asking for. So from what I can see is you need to lighten up your load. Stop over-analyzing and overthinking things. Let go of everybody else's bullshit as well as your own. Lighten up your energy. Because when you're clearing, it's like purging and decluttering energy that you don't need in your life. And what you're doing is making room for new things in your energy. So listen to your gut, your intuition, and your soul. Because when you don't listen to that, you're kind of blocking travel, relocation, holiday, like the ending of a cycle, the beginning of something brand new. But the world card does represent learning important life lessons and anchoring your reading. I got the Wheel of Fortune. You got good karma attached to you, girl. So the Wheel of Fortune represents good karma, a turning point, travel and relocation. It represents a vehicle if you wanted a new car, if you wanted one, or getting into a vehicle to do some long distance traveling. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, but you also have to take a gamble. You got luck on your side. There's good fortune in your energy, but you have to believe it. So, okay, sweetie, look at that. Relax and release, or release and relax, shall I say. Okay, Jess. Hi, honey. What's up now? What's up, Jess? I've got 2 Jesses on here, and I'm talking to the first Jess that gifted me. Hi, honey. Kumusta? I'm here, General. Any messages from Lola and my mum? You always want a message from your Lola and your mum. What do you think your Lola and your mum want you to know during this time frame? I'll tell you. We're not gone, we're here, is what I'm hearing. We're not gone, we're here. And that you are so connected. I need you to pay attention to your dreams and your visions, because I feel like your loved ones try to get in communication with you through signs, symbols, and synchronicities. And sometimes when you're really sad or depressed, or you're stressed out, or you're worried, and they're trying to be like, hello, look at the clock, or look at the TV, mum's name is right there. So the other day I was driving past, so you know my mum died like 3 months ago, yeah? My My mum died like 3 months ago, and my dad also died like, I think it was 6 months before my mum died. So I lost both of my parents. And it's like everywhere I go, I can see my dad's name. Everywhere I went, I keep seeing Lola. I keep seeing my mum. I keep seeing my mum's name everywhere. And I'm like, this is like crazy, because it's the universe's way. It's my mum's way of showing me that I'm there. But you're not going to see the signs, symbols, and synchronicities when you're in depressed state, depressed mode. So the first thing that I'm connecting as I'm connecting to you is there's something about a foundation for your future. Now, your mother and your Lola are showing me 4. I've been seeing that number like nobody's business everywhere I went. I read for a client the other day. I've been seeing 444 for like 4 months. And then when I was reading for my client, Tabs, love and appreciate you, he was like, you know what, Anna, I keep seeing 444. And I was like, no fucking way. You are like a message as well from the universe, like to solidify that what I'm seeing. And 444 represents manifestation and protection. That's because I do numerology, so it's like it's in your energy. So it represents protection and manifestation. Okay, so remember that. And I am seeing that as I'm connecting to you. 4, building a foundation for your future is what I'm hearing as I'm connecting to you. Building a foundation for your future, Jess. I also feel like you're supposed to be helping children go forward fiercely without any issues. There's something about you working with children, being with children. I also keep seeing the rising sun. So anytime I see sun energy in somebody's reading, I already know that there's going to be abundant energy around you. It's like there's some new beginnings, but you need to be more hopeful. I feel like I have to say to you, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen, because everything is going to occur in perfect timing. I also feel like don't worry about, there's a feeling in me when I connect to you, a feeling of rejection, abandonment, like irrational fears, feeling dismissed. But Archangel Michael is telling me to tell you that you have to go forward fiercely. I also feel like you need to laugh your head off. Laugh. When you feel joy and you laugh so hard and you find happiness, what you do to your the cellular energy, what you do to your DNA is you heal yourself in a conscious, unconscious sort of level. So be mindful about, again, thoughts, emotions, feelings. You need to laugh. So those are the first things that I was picking up as I was connecting to you. And there's something about love life as well. Something needs to be resolved within your heart. Make good decisions when it comes to love, because you do have opportunity around love, but I feel like sometimes what I'm hearing is make good choices in and around love. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right, so don't go forward with it. If something feels great, amazing, yeah, it feels good, I have no doubt, then go forward with it, Jess, okay? So as I'm connecting to you, heal the broken heart. Easy does it. Let go of any insecurities from past energy. Let go of sadness and sorrows and worries and fears, because what you're going to do is end up creating more things to be broken about. So remember, set the foundation for the new year. And if you're setting the foundation for the new year and your foundation at this moment is focusing on all the things that has gone wrong, could go wrong, may go wrong, what do you think you're going to end up co-creating? It's called self-fulfilling prophecies. So you got to let go of the sadness, the fears, the worries, and you already know what to do, because I've read for you 1,000 times. So Ace, look, in order for you to get your Ace of Coins, which is new money, new beginning, job, promotion, investment, security, something that you're going to invest in that's going to come to fruition. In Aces is always a representation of God's hand giving you new opportunities, especially around money and something solid. Now, how are you going to get to that energy if you're too busy focusing on the broken heart, the sadness and the sorrow? So you need to stop worrying about things that are out of your control. The Ace of Coins tells me that you're supposed to have your own business or be the boss of the company that you're working for. So the 8 of Coins always represents mastering your craft, creating a body of work, doing something that you do love to do, and basically enjoying your employment. And if you don't, you might need to reevaluate what you're doing. The World card tells me that you're learning really important lessons, but you're coming to a completion, like the ending of a cycle, the beginning of something brand new, opportunity for you to travel, to expand, to move forward. So you are learning lessons and there is expansion. You are manifesting everything that you want and what you don't want. You're in this energy right now. So when you're a magician and the magician and the magi tells me that you could think it, feel it, say it, manifest and co-create it. So if you focus on all the things that you do want and then focus on the things that you don't want, guess what? You're going to infinitely manifest everything you want and everything that you don't want at the same time. So I always say, don't manifest when you're angry, when you're pissed off, and when you're sad, and when you're too busy being upset and angry. Because when you're manifesting in that energy, you're going to get what you want, and then it's going to be there for like 10 minutes, and then it's going to leave you. 10 of Cups tells me that you're going to have the love and the support that you felt has eluded you. The 10 of Cups tells me happy family, emotional contentment, the love and the joy that you want in your life. It's in your energy, but for some reason, it feels like it's always a day away. I also feel as I'm connecting into your energy, the Two of Coins. You might be juggling a couple of things, multitasking, weighing up options, going back and forth, trying to make a decision whether you should to say or not to say, to stay or not to stay. That is the question. So it's like you're going to have an opportunity of two things, two jobs, two situations, two people, but you do need to find some sort of balance and some sort of equilibrium in your everyday, because if you don't, you're basically going to go nuts. So you've got to find balance, right? Balance in the energy. 10 of Swords, stop focusing on all the sad shit that has happened in your life, because it's like you've already been through so much pain, so much sorrow, but guess what? You didn't die. You're okay. We can go forward. We're going to go through things in our lives, guys, okay? And it is going to break us, but it will make us, okay? Whatever doesn't kill us is gonna make you. Whatever doesn't break you is going to make you. And then I've also got the 2 again. So the 2 of Swords, crossroads, trying to make a decision, going back and forth. You're so in your ego instead of your heart chakra. Get out of the ego and go into the heart. Opportunities are going to come your way. You just got to let the chips fall where they may. Your soul already knows what it's here to do. Just walk the path, right? And stop questioning yourself. Is this right? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? You're doing what you're supposed to do, and you're doing the best that you can do. And that's just the bottom line. Get a scratch card lottery ticket. 10 of Coins represents my rich card. I don't care what other tarot readers say. This is my rich card. And last time I told somebody to get a lottery ticket, they end up winning multi-millions. So, 10 of Coins. This represents legacy, inheritance, retirement, financial gain, prosperity. That's what that card represents. Stability, buying your own house, having the money to take care of the homeless person on the street, having enough money to take care of your family, and still having enough money to go on a holiday. Now look at your last 3 cards, major arcana cards. If you're looking for a divine counterpart, you will have it. This is the Emperor and the Empress. So you've got a divine counterpart coming your way. You just ain't ready for this person. You're also coming out as divine masculine and divine feminine. Now, these 2 people, okay, because we are woman, right? So you are able to be the boss of your own world, be the boss of your own company. You have the ability, but you do need to find balance between the yin and the yang, masculine, feminine, spiritual, physical. I am seeing that you're a healer. You're stronger than you think you are. And yes, you're going to take on a lot of crap in your life. And I get it. And it's tiring and it can be very stressful. And sometimes you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I'm going to say to you this. You didn't come here for simple things. We didn't come here on earth for simple things. We came here to learn harsh and hard lessons so our souls can evolve and grow. So we don't have to come back here. Anchoring your reading. Let go a little bit. 4 of Coins. Stop holding on to what you don't have. Stop holding on so tightly, and it's like you want change, but then at the same time you're afraid that nothing is going to change. So where is the balance there? If you're up and down in the scales, you want change, but you don't think anything's going to change. So you're going to be like this. This is the energy between the heart and the soul, between the masculine and the feminine inside of you. Balance is key. Yin, yang, balance, right? So your guided message is clairsentient, psychic healer. Make sure you're paying attention to the feelings. Make sure you're paying attention to your instincts. And the green is the heart chakra. Open up your heart and just let all the love flow in. Love can heal all wars, man. Bring love into the situation. Oh my God. Bring love into the situation. You can't make this shit up. And then look. Be patient. Everything happens in divine timing, not in your timing. And what did I say about we're here to learn and grow so our souls can evolve and grow? Are you fucking joking? Does that say evolve or what? It says we are all here to evolve, grow, and become the best version of you. that you can be. Open your mind, open your heart, love without limitations, and grow from within. I think so. So I am seeing, as I'm connecting into your energy, Jess, I've got Leo, Aries, Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo. So I hope that helps you in some way. Sending you love, and light to you. All right. Who's next on my list? Oh, somebody's about to get a free reading. Oh my God, guys. I'm going to read 2 people before I pick someone on here. This is why I say copy and paste your question, because Nikki has gifted someone in the rooms out of the 84 people. What I do, how I pick, is I just scroll through the comments, and the comments are going like this, and then I just click on your name, and then bam, you get a reading. All right, so before I read for someone in the room, thanks to Nikki, I'm just gonna go all the way to the top and see if I can pin people. Okay, Sydney, general. So finances, career, relationships, general. Angels, guides, loved ones. What does Sydney need to know, please, in love and light? You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to be a follower to get a reading. Copy and paste your questions. Spam the living daylights out of me. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. Somebody in here is about to get a free reading from Nikki. So copy and paste, guys. All right, finances, career, relationships. I feel like as I'm in your energy, you've got new opportunities and new beginnings with you, Sydney. But I also feel like you're trying to make a choice or a decision about something. It's a, should I say, should I not say, should I stay or should I go? It's that sort of energies I'm connecting to you. But I do see that you're coming full circle. I do feel like you've got new opportunities around love and a career. And because this card, believe it or not, sums up finance. Believe it or not, sums up finance. Represents passion, creative projects, passionate energy are with somebody. But it also represents creative ideas and new opportunities around work. But it's upside down. And it's because you have to make a choice or a decision about something, or a choice or decision is coming your way. And once you've made that choice and decision, then finances, cash is coming your way. You could meet somebody in love arena around work. So I've got the 3 of coins here, and the 3 of coins is always a representation of teamwork, collaboration, brushing up on your skills, the quality of work. So you could be collaborating with 1 or 2 people, and then all of a sudden you might meet somebody in that energy that you might like, and they might like you back. So I am seeing that as I'm connecting into your energy, Sydney. So I hope that helps you in some way. Eliza, does JS want a relationship with you? You do not need to follow me. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to be a follower to get a reading. All I say is copy and paste your question if you would like to get a reading. And if my guides highlight your name like they did to Eliza, I am going to read for you. You do not need to follow me to get a reading, and you do not need to tap the screen, guys. I'm one of those tarot readers that will read for everybody. All right, here we go. Does JS want a relationship? No. No, not even close. It just feels like this person, everything about this person energetically doesn't feel right. It's like they're doing some soul searching. They got things going on in their personal life that they need to sort out. It's like they got enlightenment, and like JS knows that they've got their shit that they need to sort out. They've got things that they need to take care of. They're doing some soul searchings, connecting to their spiritual part of their energy. It doesn't feel like this person is ready for any sort of relationship. Well, not with you and not with nobody. And this person is coming out as an emperor upside down. Now, the emperor upside down could be a bit narcissistic, egotistical, make big problems, has a big ego. Like, everybody look at me, I'm so lovely. There's just something not right about this person. I say no, sorry. But I ain't going to sit here and lie to you. So, you know, it is what it is. I can sit here and go to you, oh, yeah, this person's really good for you, but really this person ain't good for you. And I ain't one of them liars, yeah? I wouldn't have 110,000 followers if I was chatting shit. So, everybody, are you ready? I'm going to flip the screen. Okay, hold on. Flip the screen, and then I'm going to click on someone. Oh, no, sorry, hold on. That didn't work. Why is it not pinning it up? Sorry, hold on, guys. Oh, for fuck a duck. Why is it not working? Sorry, hold on, guys. All right, let me do this. Who is this? Hi, you just got a free reading. Me no prince and queen, you never keep to save eat face in my life's. It's probably, huh? Hello? Are you there? Do you want a reading? Fauzia? Fauzia? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, there you are. You do want a reading. Where did you go? Hi! Congratulations. You have got a 17 card reading gifted to you by Nikki. So, are you happy? It's been paid for. Just let me know what kind. Am I saying it right? Fauzia. All I need to know is if you would like a general reading, or is it a specific question that you have, and then that way I can focus on it. You've been picked, sweetie, so you can ask me whatever you want. And this is gifted to you by one of my followers who's been following me forever, Nikki Lewis. I'm about to do a 17 card reading now for Fauzia. And if you're interested in getting an in-depth reading like I'm about to do right now, it is the gaming keyboard. I've just pinned it on the bottom of the screen. That gaming keyboard will get you on my list and will get you 17 cards. Fauzia, I need to know what your reading is about. General covers everything. If I don't see your question, I'm going to just start reading and tell you what I'm picking up on as I connect it to your name and your picture. Right, I can't see what you're saying. My kid, watch out. Kalani, watch out. The first thing that I'm picking up on as I'm connecting to you, Fauzia, there's a major life change around you. Something is about to shift and change in your life, and I really hope you understand English, and I really hope you understand what I'm saying. There's going to be a shift and change in your energy, okay? There's a major life change around you. It's like either travel, relocation, a new location on some level, and I also feel like I have to say to you, me no princess and queen. You never keep to save, start the life again, and another man in my life. Huh? I don't understand what that means. Are you talking, are you a queen and you're talking about somebody called princess? Never keep to save my life, save to start my life again. I don't know what you're asking me, honey. What is this question? Can anyone else figure it out? Do you want to know if there's going to be another man coming into your life? Angels, guides, loved ones, is another man coming into your life? I don't understand what you're saying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is there another? I understood the last part, though. Again, for another man in my life. Okay. I don't know if you're ready to have another man in your life. You will have somebody, but it feels like later on. I feel like whoever was in your life before has taken all your energy, and now you need to start thinking about you. It's not about anybody else at this moment in time. So you will have someone, but not now. Okay, I feel like you're going back and forth. You're at a crossroads. You're trying to make a choice or a decision. You're trying to get over somebody. I feel like you're very vulnerable right now. So don't let anybody take advantage of you. You are on the right path. There is a major life change as I'm connecting to you. Whatever you've gone through, you have to understand that this is supposed to be wisdom. So any pain, sadness, or sorrow that you're going through, this is supposed to add wisdom, to your growth here in the physical world, okay? I also feel like you need to either listen to music or do some artwork. I feel like this is a time for you to find some peace, harmony, and be around people that love and support you. I feel like somebody's going to come and apologize to you at some point, but I just feel like there is something that is going to change in your life, and you're going to start to feel better. Do I think there's a man in your life? Yes, but not now. Why? Because you have a lot of healing to do, and I feel like right now you're very vulnerable. And I'm so sorry, I didn't really understand your question. Something about a prince and a princess, and then something about another man in your life. I don't even know if you'll understand the reading, but you've been picked, so I'm going to read it. I'm going to read for you. Not everything is as it seems. The moon card represents that just because you can't see something, it doesn't mean it's not there. The moon card also indicates that you are very intuitive and you're psychic, but you have to pay attention to your dreams and your visions. I also feel like you need to find some sort of balance, because the temperance card represents that you need to find balance and harmony and moderation. You need to fill up your own cup. You need to start taking better care of yourself, and you need to be patient. I also feel like I'm seeing travel. My life, it's possible in my life. Get out in my life forever and never in my life. Right. This is travel and relocation. Take a leap of faith, travel and relocation, a move. Yes, your life is going to change. It's going to get better. I don't know what's going on in your life, honey. I don't know what's happening in your life, but this is the best card in the deck. So the Sun card represents children, travel, relocation, and a holiday. You right now are just very unhappy. You feel like you're stuck in your misery, and you feel like nothing is going to change. But everything that's happened to you is happening for a reason. And the reason is because you're a healer. I am seeing there's a lot of conflict. I am seeing there's a lot of argumentative energy. I'm seeing that there's a lot of people that will probably... There's a lot of people that might have hurt you and might have made you feel like you're never going to go anywhere. There's a lot of people that might have put you down or made you feel like you're not enough. But that's a load of bullshit, honey. You are going to get out of your situation, and life is going to get better for you. But I need you to believe it so. I don't know whether you believe in God or not, and I don't know what you're going through, but I need you to be a bit more positive for your future in order for you to have a stable foundation. Right now, you need to stay away from people that are making you feel like you're not good. This is fighting, conflict, argumentative energy. I need you to know that you got to stop feeling sad and stop looking at what has gone wrong, could go wrong, may go wrong. I need you to know that you've got new beginnings, because the Ace of Wands is new job, new relationship, new beginnings, new love, new everything. You might even have children if you don't have children. And I've also got money in your energy. So this represents solo, you on your own, being okay on your own, and then you moving forward. You don't need somebody in this lifetime to complete you, sweetheart, because when you die, like I did, I didn't take my mum and my dad and my brother and my sister and my auntie and my uncle, and I didn't take my daughter and anyone with me. I died on my own. So you have to make sure that you live the best life. Heal what has been broken, because this talks about you feeling sad and feeling bad about what's going on in your life. You have to look at it, deal with it, and then move on. I see study, education, going back to school, money, good news, a message and an offer in your energy coming your way. Like there's a message and an offer around money in your energy. I do have a soulmate around you, so there is going to be another man. And this is going to be somebody that's connected to your soul, but not yet, because you're not ready. You need to heal. And then look, here we go, King of Swords. I feel like this older masculine is coming your way, and if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. You could meet him around school, education, work, or travel. I also feel as I'm connecting to you, focus on your money, your work, and your career or your studies, because this woman is self-sufficient, domestically skilled. You are more stronger than you think you are, okay, sweetheart? Show the world the real you. Don't change who you are for someone else. What's the point? You need to find balance in your life. Alignment, acceptance, balance. This is balance. And then victory will follow. You will have victory and success. Your other guided message is situation. It says, sometimes we find ourselves stuck in a tricky situation or caught up in somebody else's drama. How can you heal this situation? What could you do to help matters flow better? Know when it's time to help and know when it's time to walk away. And from what I can feel in your energy, it's time for you to walk away from everything and everyone. How? I don't know. But you're going to have to do something. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, Leo. Said Leo already. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So I hope that helps you in some way. I have no idea if you understood that, and I have no idea if you... I have no idea. So if anyone would like to get an in-depth reading like I just gave, it is the gaming keyboard on the bottom of the screen that will get you on my list and get you 17 cards. Mama of 9, you're going to be next on my list. I'm going to read 2 people before I get to you. So please be patient with me. All right. Keep your questions simple, please, guys, because I can't answer your one question with 4 sets of cards. Okay, Candice. Pull a card for Candice and Michael. Candice and Michael, angels, guides, loved ones. What does Candice need to know about her and Michael? Angels and guides and loved ones, what do you need to know about you and Michael? I don't think it's a match, honey. Sorry. I feel like he's slow to movement. Focus on money. Focus on like money, making money, go big or go home energy. And I feel like if you ever did get together, you're going to feel emotionally detached from this person, Michael. I feel like you are going to feel emotionally detached. I feel like he will drain you. I feel like he's stubborn and slow to movement. I feel like he will tell you he's going to do something and it will be not on your terms. It will be on his terms. I feel like there's a part of you that wants to take a leap when it comes to this connection, but something feels disconnected to me. And I just feel like you need to focus on your money, your work, and your career. I also feel like you could meet somebody else around work or study, depending on what it is that you're doing. I feel like you could meet somebody around work or around study. I can see somebody asking me these serious questions. Who took my mum's ring? My mum, my brother, my auntie, my uncle, my brother, my grandma. You need to ask a simple question, because I can't answer all those questions with one card, with 4 cards. Tammy, will I receive the cash I won in March? Angels, guides, loved ones, will Tammy receive the cash I won in March? And you're a super fan, you're going to get a guided message. Will you receive the money? I think there's a delay, man. I feel like there's a delay to it. I feel like there is a delay. That's the only thing I can say. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I just feel like there's going to be some sort of delay. And I'm not surprised about this delay, because we were going to have Mercury retrograde. We've got like 5 planets in Aquarius. We've got the 2 eclipses. So with this energy, Tammy, the energy is so up in the air right now. It just feels like you'll get what you need to get, but it just feels like there's going to be some sort of a delay to it. And then I got the love yourself card. It will come when it needs to come. There's nothing that you can do to speed up the process. Let it be. Just let it be. Mum of 9, get over here. Angels, guides, loved ones, Mum of 9. I'll do a general reading for you until I can see your question, my love. If you would like to get on my list, I'm about to do a 17 card reading for Mum of 9. If you're interested in getting an in-depth 17 card reading, I highly recommend that you record it, screen record it, record my voice so you can listen to it later on. Kalani, please pay attention for the Mum of 9. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pin it on the bottom of my screen. Am I able? It is the gaming keyboard above the screen or in the gift box below. Felicia, General. Oh, I've done that already. All right, Felicia, General. The first thing that I'm connecting, when I'm connecting into your energy, the first thing that I'm hearing is I've got some sort of warning energy with you, warning. And I feel like this warning energy is you've created the situation that you're in via free will choices, and you have the power to change it. That's what I just heard. So if you're thinking of the worst case scenario, Felicia, and you're focusing and putting all your energy and your time and everything into something that you don't want, and then all of a sudden it manifests before your eyes, you also have to know that you have the power to uncreate what you've created. Free will, right? I also feel like there is something about work, media. I also feel like you need to be out in Mother Nature, outdoors around animals, by the ocean, a lake, a river, because it will be really good for the healing of your soul. I also feel like by winter, there is going to be some sort of a rebirth. So when the snow falls, there will be some sort of a rebirth in your energy as I'm connecting to you, Mum of 9. I'm seeing blooming. I'm seeing blooming. I'm seeing healing, releasing, purification, and soulmate, friendship, romantic partners. So I don't know whether you're in a connection or not. If you are, the leveling up of a current relationship, more intimacy. If you're not, soulmate coming in. Okay. And you guys, loved ones, this is for Felicia. What does Felicia need to know, please? In love and light for Felicia. 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 I need you to stop over-analyzing and overthinking every single thing. Yeah? 8 of Swords. Self-imprisonment, restriction, isolating, blocking your blessings. This is why going out into nature will be very healing for the soul. 8 of Swords does ultimately represent self-imprisonment, restriction, isolating, and thinking about the worst case scenario, not wanting to deal with anybody. And then you got the 5 of Swords, which talks about conflict, challenges, obstacles, rivalry, sports play. It's like you might be trying so hard to suppress certain things or not think about certain things that upset, hurt you, or you might be not wanting to focus on things that happen in the it creates trauma energy. And what happens is this is the time frame with all of those things going on astrologically, where everything that was hidden is now going to be revealed. Everything that you've suppressed is going to come forth, and you're going to have to look at it in the face, and you're going to have to deal with all your shit. You're going to have to look at it in the face, and you're going to have to deal with all your shit. This happened to me. Everything that you've suppressed is going to have to be dealt with. I also feel like as I'm connecting to you, I've got the 8 of Wands. So things are going to... It feels like the connection is on red here. I mean, I've got 4 bars, but for some reason it looks like the connection is off. Anyway, 8 of Wands talks about... several necessary changes. Things are going to start to speed up for you. So if you feel like the energy is being slow for you, onto your burdens and then you hold on to everybody else's burdens, what will happen is you're going to feel is it delayed again, guys? Kalani, is it delayed? Carrying the heavy burdens of yourself as well as everybody else's, not good. You're going to feel exhausted and tired.